Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Friday, November 18th, 2011. This is Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service, and I'm Quentin Butler. In today's headlines, rare outbreak of tornadoes, lawyer set to speak at Tarleton, Astros change hands, and the weather. In national news, according to the Associated Press, the United States has been hit with 3 days of tornadoes, with 24 new tornadoes touching down in the last 24 hours, which is incredibly rare for October. It's all part of a powerful storm front that has blasted across the country's midsection and is headed toward the East Coast. Residents of Pensacola, Florida are much more familiar with hurricanes, so Thursday's tornadoes were quite a surprise. The twister was more than 100 yards wide and barreled down the Greater Little Rock Baptist Church and the daycare center next door. 25 children were down inside the center as winds pulled off the roof. All of the children, however, survived. Resident Daniel Armour said it was quick and precise, just like that. Devastation tore down the structures and everything just like that.
Sky, you get a sense of the damage. Houses reduced to rubble. This home video shows just one of the 24 tornadoes to touch down. This violent weather is expected here in the spring, but not fall. So why now? It all comes down to warm and cool air. When the two collide, they instigate thunderstorms and twisters. Mild autumn air here in the south, mixed with a cold push from the northwest, made perfect conditions for deadly storms.
In regional news, in Texas, 1 in 6 people struggle with the price of food. Every year, the state of Texas spends an estimated cost of $9 billion in state aid to combat this problem. According to the Texas Association of Community Action Agencies, or TACAA, to help combat this staggering statistic, the TACAA partners with meat processors, food assistance providers, landowners, hunters, and state agencies to provide quality meat to the needy through the Hunters for Hungry program. In Erath County, only 1 in 6 meat processors contacted about the program participate, one of which, Clay's Processing and Smokehouse, says they are wild about the program. According to Scott Estes, who co-owns a business with his father, Clay Estes, we really like the program because the meat goes to people who are really in need, Scott says. It also gives hunters and high-fence operations a place to take the meat they don't need or can't store. Any hunters looking to donate their kill drop deer off at Clay's, located at 111 West Elm Street in Dublin, and mention Hunters for the Hungry. In Tarleton news, Fort Worth lawyer Lynn Rossi Scott will be the keynote speaker at the social media conference sponsored by the Texas Social Media Research Institute to be held December 2nd. Scott is set to speak on the legal aspects of social media such as Facebook slander and digital dirt. Scott is a partner at Brackett & Ellis and has been recognized by Texas Monthly, a Texas super lawyer, and by Fort Worth Magazine as top attorney in school and as education law. Her practice includes applying social media in different aspects of school, law, and public law. Scott has also been recognized by Texas Lawyer as one of the 30 extraordinary women in Texas law and listed in Best Lawyers in America. Dana Moore, Assistant Dean of Student Judicial Affairs, speaking on Scott, she is engaging and factual, and she presents the Dewey facts in such a way that you are left wanting to learn more. Scott has spoken at numerous regional, state, and national conferences and will be speaking at noon at the Tarleton State University campus in the nursing building auditorium. In sports, Major League Baseball owners unanimously approved the Houston Astros getting sold from Drayton McClain to Jim Crane on Thursday. The team was sold for $645 million, and another $35 million will be contributed to McClain from Major League Baseball over a 3-year stretch. The owners also approved on some changes to take effect in the 2013 season, including the Astros getting moved to the American League, and as a result, will now have 15 teams per league. This also means that interleague play will occur all season. The owners have also approved adding another wildcard team to the MLB postseason, so there will now be 10 of the 30 teams that make the playoffs. The new format will include the 3 division winners per league and 2 wildcard teams. The wildcard teams will each play in a 1-game playoff, then it moves back into the old postseason format. The division series remains a best-of-5 series. The championship series remains a best-of-7 series, and of course, the World Series will also remain a best-of-7 series as well. And MLB Commissioner Bud Selig hopes to have the new playoff format next year, but the exact specifics are still being worked out. For today's weather, you can expect a high of 68 and a low of 57 with winds south at 20 to 30 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, you can expect cloudy weather, a high of 77 and a low of 63 with a 20% chance of precipitation. Today's stories came from the Associated Press, Empire Tribune, Tarleton.edu, and the Weather Channel. Today's broadcast was produced by Tyler McConaughey and Sarah Rader, with help from Texan TV News' engineer Matthew Mills. You can also follow us on ustream.tv/user/Texan News Service. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook. I'm Quentin Butler. Tune in next week for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus.